Hey everybody, this is Cody.
And Sean?
This is the place to hear about the paranormal, the supernatural,
And everything in between.
Yo, what up paranormal fans? How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm fantastic. I hope everybody else that's listening is fantastic.
Why?
What? Listen to this music, dude. Like, this is reminding me that October is right around the corner. And what does that mean, my brother?
Well,
Cody?
that means it's Halloween month, and everybody's supposed to be all spooky and scary and ghostly and whatnot.
Oh, and that definitely scares me. Not really. That's amazing. So, a couple questions to that. Okay, it's October. We're going to decide that October is a scary month. And what do you think happens to people? They want to be scared, right?
And who deemed October a scary month, right? Who was woke up one day and was like, you know what, October 31st, that's going to be Halloween. We're going to dress up like a bunch of monsters.
And I think there's some history back behind that, and I probably or we should have researched that.
We probably should have researched that because I'm pretty sure there is.
I think there's something to do with Saints Day or something, but I know that public has created this scary month, and it's all about freaking ghost hunting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course it's all about ghost hunting. That's what we're all about.
We're like, okay, did you say October is for ghost hunting? Then we're all over that, the new reality.
No, I think October is a great month, especially for you and I. We got a lot of things coming up. I know we're trying to get into a couple different places here in Southern California. We are going to do the Griffith Observatory here pretty soon. That's going to be fun in itself.
Fantastic. We're looking at possibly the Hollywood sign. That's another. What was the other location that we're going to do?
It's the cemetery down there at Griffith Park. Griffith Park itself, the Hollywood sign. I think there was something else too. I know we just looked into the Roosevelt Hotel.
Yeah.
To try and get into there, but it's way too much money.
Yeah, so I mean, we're trying different things. There is a definite chance we're looking at a couple of places out of state in the next month or so. We're really excited. We like the podcast. We like sharing and having guests. But the main thing we want to do is do paranormal investigating.
Absolutely.
One of the we're talking about locations that are known to be haunted, if you will. But really, our passion is to do private cases. And like, if you have issues, we're really wanting to go into locations and really be able to use our abilities to help people. Bottom line, we want to be at service.
Absolutely. So with that being said, Sean, I totally forgot our opener. Feel free to visit us on our website, thenewreality11.com. That has all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and you can find our fabulous podcast on there.
Fantastic. And, again, in my mind, and I'm actually a part of these podcasts, they're addictive, man. Like,
I love them.
We listen to them, and I'm like, hey, that was pretty cool, So it's kind of neat. We're obviously not going by any guidelines. We're just kind of talking.
No, we're winging it.
Yeah, but it's just amazing how these things all work out. So, hey, it's October. What are we going to dress up as this month?
Well, I know last year I dressed up as The Purge, which is a really not scary movie at all, but it's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I didn't dress up last year.
I think you did. You dressed up as a little girl, didn't you?
Had my little lollipop
Tutu?
And no tutus, but I think we've talked about that. And Peter Pan, him and I aren't buddies either. I don't wear tutus or anything that's tight fitting.
Wow. So that took a turn.
Yeah. So there's not going to be any. No, again, like haunted locations. Like, why are we driven so much to go to places, especially in October? I mean, yeah, it's a month. I know it's commercialized that way, and
I think it's an adrenaline rush. Really,
yeah,
I mean, everybody likes to get scared.
Right.
You know, that's why there's all these different horror movies out there. Which, me personally, I don't really think they're scary, but that's why they're made, right? They're made to. It's a thriller. It's a adrenaline-seeking type of thing.
Yeah, right. So we're more like, hey, let's see something real.
Yeah.
So these scary movies, it's kind of hard to, because what we're trying to do is prove things that prove that things aren't real. And so
Right.
when you watch a movie and you're like, come on.
Well,
man,
it's
really?
both. Prove that things aren't real and are real.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Like the Warrens, man.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah,
Oh.
no relation to me, but like, man, the things they've done it's groundbreaking, right? So I want to be a part of that. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
The movie The Conjuring, like, they depicted what an actual haunting, like a really demonic haunting, is to a T. Like, that movie is fantastic, and Ed and Lorraine Warren, Lorraine Warren passed away, God bless her soul, but
Yeah. Prayers going out.
man, she was a wonderful person.
Yeah, amazing. Definitely with my abilities, I looked at her as being a mentor, and how she did paranormal and how she was strong. It's really important, especially when you're going to those questionable places, that you have a strong spirit, and she is a perfect example, as well as her husband, of that strong energy.
Straight up stared evil in the face and said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, big middle
You know?
fingers, not one but two.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's where we're at. I mean, we take this very seriously. Yeah, we joke around and we have a great time with it, but we really want to be a part of the solution. We want to be
Correct.
a part of helping, or even understanding, because sometimes we can help. It's beyond us, but understand it or have resources. There's a lot of different things we can
just
call out
to be
right?
a part of it too. Like, it's so funny how there's different trends, as the year goes on. Like, right now it seems everybody's into horror or something to do with
Right.
horror. It's like the in thing, which is right up our alley. Lucky us.
Do you want my opinion on it?
Please.
So going on to more of my side of things when it comes to spiritualism and mediumship, I truly believe that the planet is going through a transition. And so there's a lot of seeking. There's a lot of people trying to understand what's going on, why is the energy so intense. And I'll say this till the day I die, don't watch TV or the news, but
Why?
because why so many positive things are going on television, and really it's all about being positive. I mean, the world is changing, and you have a choice. You have a choice to be positive, or you have a choice to dwell on all the negative. So if you watch the news, it's going to encourage you to look at things that, doom and gloom, things are just ugly, and they're not. I mean, if you really pay attention to social media, we're the real, and as well as a lot of other things on our social media.
Right.
The real is everybody's trying to come together, and everybody is trying to support each other.
Absolutely.
And we're all a part of that. Like, I want to strongly encourage people to support. It's important.
Well,
And
that's the thing. If you want to go out and you want to go frickin' hunt ghosts, go do it.
Have fun.
If you want to go jump off a bridge, I don't recommend it, but don't do that.
yeah, don't do that.
The bottom line is, if you want to do something, I mean, do it. Don't let people discourage you from doing your hobbies or what you love.
Yeah, and there is the beauty of life is you have choices.
Right.
And the beauty of individual thought is that we have a perspective, and we can focus on that perspective. And my focus is that it's getting ready to be October, and it's going to be scary, and everybody's on board.
You know what we should totally do?
What's
is
that?
For Halloween itself, the day, we should just go somewhere, do a frickin', I don't know, hour session podcast, and then go do a frickin' investigation.
That'd be fantastic. Like,
Maybe just go to a place, set up there, and have a little command post right there while we go frickin' investigate or something. Have Nick come out and film us and get all crazy, right?
that's a great idea. So we want to do this for sure. I'm down. Let's do it. I don't have any plans for Halloween. Let's do it.
I am completely down. I think Nick will be down too. Yeah, we'll probably do that. We'll have to look at some locations. Maybe that's the day we do it at Griffith Park.
Hey, that's
You
not
know?
a bad idea.
Right. Well, we'll hit up Frankie from allthingsparanormal.la, and we'll have him get involved
Yeah,
too.
like, so, and again, all the listeners, your opinion really matters. Like, we want to make it more local because, again, we both have jobs. We have to go to work.
Oh, why are you talking about work? Come on now.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but unfortunately, it gives us the means. But to be able to do something that's local, but everybody's like, hey, well, you guys should check this place out. If not, we'll figure something out. But Halloween, why not? Let's make it. Let's make it a holiday.
It is a holiday.
Yeah, make it the new reality's holiday.
No, but I think we got a lot of exciting things coming up, and definitely trying to work on more YouTubes. That's probably it's such a hard thing to do.
It's our pet peeve. And again, going through all the evidence, it's hard because again, we both have a lot of things going on in the background that is personal, right? But it's important. We have to take care of what gives us the means, right?
Absolutely.
But we want to do this. We want to give you guys what we catch, and go out more so we can catch. That's
Well, we have a lot of stuff archived that we haven't released,
Right.
and that's just because we need to get our ass in gear, if I will say, and just do the YouTubes, which it's difficult, but it's just time consuming.
Yeah, and again, something new. We're getting ready to release. Us doing. What was it? 2 days ago? We did an interview. Those things we want to add to our podcast because it's interesting. Getting other people's stories, other people's perspective,
absolutely
is so what we want. I mean, we want your guys' thoughts. We want your guys' perspective. We want your guys' ideas. I love asking questions on this field, and Cody as well, I'm sure.
There's just so much unknown with this type of work, if I do say so. Right? I mean, there's so much possibility. There's so much things that we don't know and do know.
So many perspectives, right? I think I do know.
No, there's so many. Yeah, like you said, there's so many different perspectives, and everybody has an opinion, or there's always, there's so many different theories, and I love it. I love everything.
Yeah. Again, like the beauty of everybody's perception of life and what they see and how they see it. I saw a shadow figure in a cemetery. What did Cody see? He saw a black flash. You know what I mean? So it's what you see or
how you perceive it.
Yeah, what is your mind picking up? I think it's all relevant. I think it's relevant to the individual, but yeah, I mean, it's exciting to get people's perspective on what they think.
And their personal experiences as well.
Right.
Because I think that's what, and we were just talking about this the other day, I think that's what makes an open mind, if you will, something to make you question what reality is.
The new reality.
No, but you know what I mean. Like somebody, we'll just use a real lame example, but you're walking down the hall in the middle of the night to get a glass of water, and you feel something behind you, right? It doesn't mean something's there, but it's a personal experience to get you thinking, like, hey, what the hell is that?
I've got a perfect example of that.
What's that?
So when I woke up this morning, because I don't sleep well, I feel like there's a lot going on. 222. I feel like there's a lot going on.
I'm sorry, 22 or 222?
No, 222
on the clock. Got you. Anyway, go
Synchronicity. I forgot my point. Son of a gun.
You don't sleep well.
Well, I don't sleep well, and so this morning I woke up and I slept well. So I woke up and I smell this rose smell. Well, my grandmother was a big she liked roses, and she had this really, please no disrespect to grandma, but this really rosy smell spray. And when I woke up, that was the first thing I smelled, and I thought my grandmother was kind of watching over my sleep. Good thought. I know she's here, but I thought, she was just trying to, show herself being there, and and never thought of anything of it afterwards. So as I'm going through the day and I'm getting ready to do some things around the house, I just bought some new incense, and it had the rose smell, and I smelled it. I was like, oh. So here I am debunking.
So you disproved it. I like it.
Disproved it. Well, that's what. It's funny because that's what that's how we live, right? We're paranormal investigators. Did I have a paranormal situation, or was it just my imagination?
Was it something mundane, right?
Yeah. So again, it's great to have that that mindset that it's not everything's paranormal, but
why not?
I wish, but unfortunately, it's not.
So, but no, that's good that you were able to disprove that, right?
Yeah, right. So not everything's paranormal. Just saying.
That's a good point too, because there is some people out there who first freaking thing they can't explain, bam, it's paranormal.
Right.
And that's just not the case. I mean, you have to really look at things through a scientific approach and really, go at it very, very carefully, if you will.
Right. It's easy to get excited about it. That's the thing.
I love it.
Oh my God, it's paranormal.
Right.
Well, if you really look at it and slow down.
It's my story. I'll tell it the way I want, This is going to be paranormal, damn it.
Everything I see.
I saw a giant lizard. All right? It talked to me, shaked my hand, walked away.
Yeah, that thing was like 2 inches, and it ran off before he even said anything to it. It's probably because my freaking dogs grabbed it and ate it.
There you go. No, but yeah, I think it's really important to really. I just saw a freaking white light just freaking right by my eyes.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's my story. I'll tell it the way I want. It had wings. It was Tinkerbell.
What's funny about that is I really felt like we should have ran our little REM pod and
get some stuff going on here, huh?
Yeah, again, Cody and I do a lot of paranormal, so there's nothing saying that stuff doesn't follow us or just what we're about.
Right. Yeah, no, and that brings up a good point too. I cannot stress enough, guys. You have to protect yourself and you have to cleanse yourself. It's so important. We just did that interview with Amanda in Washington, who just told us about that she went to investigation and didn't do that, and she was having trouble sleeping and dreams and whatnot. So it is very, very imperative to protect yourself, whatever that may be. Whatever the hell you want to believe in. You want to believe in Sasquatch? He's your God. Pray to him. Whatever you believe in, make it known, right?
That's the thing is, absolutely. It's protection's everything. If you feel like something is around you, you got to have some kind of something that backs you up.
Got to have faith.
Yeah, and I think that here we go into October. There's they say that this is the best time for negative to come up. Just be aware of that. It's being aware, knowing that you're okay, and again, if you're not sure, it's all about put your protection around you. And ours is Archangel Michael. We can talk about white light. We can talk about Wiccas. What was it? Wicca kind of covers themselves with a.
They're more nature based.
So they're more about
but they do rituals type of thing.
Yeah, to cleanse whatever that might be. So it's important, like just to be aware.
Even just a thought, even just a prayer. Whatever you guys hold faith to is what we're trying to harp on. Just bring that into your investigation before and after.
Very important. Very important. Again, religion is strong when your faith is there. Any type of, again, we all have our own perspective on what's real, what's not, what's strong, what's not. Just put your power into that. I think intention is the number one key. Intention
is everything. Right. Manifestation, intention, all of that coincides with one another.
Right.
Definitely can achieve a lot of things with your intent.
And again, I think if you do run across something as a paranormal investigator, if you do run across something and you're like, I feel like something's kind of just pulling on me over and over again, I strongly encourage you to continue to work with your practices. I say that because I do feel at points that, Cody and I walk into some ugly locations, and it doesn't just go away after you say, hey, blah, blah, blah. It does happen often when Cody and I, our intention is to clear everything that's around us. But, if you're dealing with something personally, just really put that strength into that your belief system and your understanding. And if you don't know what that is, contact a new reality.
Well, that brings a good point too, is when you're going through an investigation, aside from paranormal, if you're going through shit personally, that can really take a toll, and that can really stir up negative energy as well.
Right. Makes you susceptible to it, right?
Absolutely.
If you feel depressed and you're not sure why that is, I'll go back to the empathic side of things. I think a lot of investigators have abilities. They're searching. They're doing paranormal because they're searching.
Well, look at Grant's new show.
Yeah, holy cow!
Right?
Like, I really like what they're doing. I think that's how it should be.
For those of you listening, Grant Wilson, I think. Yeah, Grant Wilson's his last name. The dude, him and Jason used to run Ghost Hunters Forever. They split apart, and now Grant has his own new show, and it's freaking phenomenal.
It's Ghost Hunters, and what's amazing about it is you have several people that bring a beautiful thing to their team.
Compassion.
Right? Yeah, that was amazing. So you got to see that episode
Yes,
where,
yes.
like, this individual's mother showed up. And again, going back to my mediumship, like, there's a lot of emotion that's involved. And that's where Cody and I want to be. We want to be able to go into these
Locations.
private locations and work with families that are struggling through grief, and they have this paranormal thing.
And that's a big thing too. There's a lot of families who are struggling with this type of stuff, but they don't know how to explain it. They don't know how to talk to somebody. They don't know if they can talk to somebody because they don't want to be freaking ridiculed or thinking they're
out of their mind.
Which it's okay. We are too.
But believe it or not, tell your story, and next thing you know, it's not out of the ordinary.
Right.
It is what people are seeing. Again, like your family members are always around you. They're always taking care of you. And if there's something negative, more than likely you have something there that's trying to protect you.
Well, just have an open mind. That's the bottom line. You have to have an open mind with dealing with anything in life. You can't be closed-minded, narrow-minded, blah, whatever the hell you want to call it. Because it's just not living.
Yeah, be open because, if you're struggling and you're open-minded, then the message can come from anywhere.
Flows.
From anywhere. It could come from inside your soul. It could be from some homeless guy. It could be some person just all of a sudden does a random act of kindness. Whatever it may be, pay attention. Those are little, hey, this is what's going on. Somebody's watching out for you. Because I guarantee, if you feel like you're alone, you're not. You're not.
You're never alone.
Is it something that's negative? No. More than likely, it's a positive thing. It's something that loves you and loved you for.
Could just be something freaking curious too.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on here?
And they're gonna actually do some different things with our K2s and our RIM pods
and our recorders and all of that.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping to catch. But
I just really want to be able to be at a place where we can take people with us and show them what we do.
Right. And that's what we're working on. I mean, I think there's going to be a trip we're gonna take, and we're gonna announce it so it's open to all of our fans.
Absolutely.
We want to make it a group thing. Maybe it's with Para, and maybe it's with all things paranormal.la, or maybe it's both.
Yeah.
Bringing all these groups together and bringing all the followers to learn how to do investigations.
Right.
Sorry.
No. We can talk about this till we're blue in the face, but until you actually experience a paranormal phenomenon, you really won't get it.
Yeah, you won't have the drive, right?
Correct.
And again, I encourage you guys, stay on focusing on trying to understand and not be negative. When you walk into a location and you're doing paranormal investigating, it's not about the thrill. It's about connecting with whatever's there.
Correct.
It's not about teasing, provoking. It's about, so when you go in with treating that person like a human being like we are, you're going to get more
of a response.
Yeah.
Now you can provoke, but there's a certain way to do it. You don't provoke with the intent to piss whatever it is off, or you don't provoke to cause ill intention or anything like that. Your sole purpose is to communicate. That's it.
Well, yeah, and the thing is if you're trying to provoke and maybe there's a negative that used to be there at one point or a negative situation.
You're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, now if you're dealing with something that's negative, yeah, you want to have issues with torment. You want things to follow you home.
And Sean can talk about that personally because he knows. He's been through it.
And I've learned from it, for sure. That's the thing, is you don't want to torment. You want to know you have control. So if you don't really know what you're doing, don't provoke. It's a bad idea.
Right.
Just ask questions and set your boundaries and say,
be strong. Don't show fear. That's the worst thing you can do in this line of work.
And close the prayer.
Right.
As you're ending this, even though you felt, nothing happened, I didn't feel anything. You know what? Guess what? You didn't feel it, but you caught it on camera. You caught it on your recorders, and guess what? It was there.
Right.
And you didn't close it, and next thing you know, you got shit going on at your house.
And you're screwed.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say screwed. It just takes work. Like I said, I'm a medium, and I got to deal with it. There's times things have come home with me, and it's about being persistent. And again, if you're running into those things and you don't know how to deal with it, contact us. We do that. It's what we do. I've dealt with it multiple times. I hate to say it. It has been multiple times, but again,
it's gonna keep on coming.
Yeah, it's experiences to help.
Right, and that's what it is. It's an experience. So.
Right, and your experience, if it does happen, it's because it was supposed to be. You're supposed to have that experience because you're seeking, and you haven't found yet, but you will.
Right,
you will.
Absolutely. Well, hey guys, thanks for tuning in on this episode. It is October. Let's get creepy. Let's get spooky. Let's get scary.
Boo!
All right, guys. Hey, be on the lookout for all stuff coming up. Like we said earlier, we are going to be going to the Griffith Observatory. We might be extending an offer for people to come join us. That's something Sean and I will talk about. And then also, if you ever want to go on our website, which is thenewreality11.com, you can check us out there. And that has all of our links to all of our social media and our podcast. All right, guys.
Please don't be afraid.
Bye.
See ya.